The orphan girl was once the poorest girl in the village. She had no father, she had no mother, she had no riches, she had no power. People looked down on her. Some girls mocked her clothes. Some boys laughed at her shoes. Some women whispered about her poverty. Some men ignored her pain. But the orphan girl never hated them. She stayed calm, she stayed respectful, she stayed disciplined, she stayed kind. Every morning she woke up early. She cleaned small homes. She carried water. She helped old people. She shared the little food she had. The villagers saw her suffering, but they also saw her patience. They saw her honesty. They saw her hard work. They saw her gentle heart. One day I returned to the village. I was the richest man in the land. I had gold, I had land, I had many houses, but my heart was empty. Many women wanted my riches. Many families wanted my power. Many people respected my money, but few people respected kindness. Then I saw her. She stood beside a poor child. She shared bread with him. She smiled at him. She spoke softly to him. I watched quietly. I watched her patience. I watched her kindness. I watched her humility. I watched her love. At that moment, I understood something important. True riches are not gold. True riches are not houses. True riches are kindness and truth. I chose her. I asked her to marry me. The village was shocked. Her old friends could not believe it. The proud people became silent. Some whispered, "Why her?" Some asked, "Why the orphan girl?" Some laughed behind closed doors. Some mocked her again. Some called her weak. But I stood proudly beside her. I said, "She is stronger than pride." I said, "She is richer than gold." I said, "She is wiser than many people." I said, "She is my queen." The wedding day arrived. The village gathered together. Music filled the streets. Children danced happily. The elders smiled warmly. The orphan girl wore a simple white dress. She looked peaceful. She looked beautiful. She looked confident. She looked strong. Then she saw the friends who mocked her. Their faces were ashamed. Their eyes were low. Their hearts were heavy. Their pride was broken. Many people expected anger from her. Many people expected revenge. Many people expected cold words. But she surprised everyone. She walked toward them slowly. She smiled kindly. She opened her arms. She welcomed them warmly. She forgave them completely. She said, "Come eat with us." She said, "Come dance with us." She said, "Come smile with us." She said, "Let peace live in our hearts." She said, "Let love guide our lives." At that moment, The village learned a great lesson. Kindness is stronger than mockery. Forgiveness is stronger than pride. Love is stronger than hatred. Respect is stronger than riches. Her friends began to cry. They said, "We were wrong." They said, "We were foolish." They said, "We judged you unfairly." They said, "Please forgive us." The orphan girl hugged them gently. She did not insult them. She did not shame them. She did not reject them. She chose peace instead. After the wedding, the village slowly changed. People stopped mocking the poor. Children learned respect. Families learned kindness. Neighbors learned unity. The orphan girl became a true queen of the people. She helped widows. She fed hungry children. She visited sick elders. She supported poor families. She opened small schools for orphans. She taught children how to read. She taught girls self-respect. She taught boys discipline. She taught everyone kindness. The village market became peaceful. The homes became cleaner. The streets became safer. The people became friendlier. The children became happier. One day I walked through the market. I saw an orphan boy selling fruit. His clothes were old. His hands were rough, but his smile was bright. He said, "Sir, please take this fruit." I asked, "Why are you giving it to me?" He smiled and answered kindly. He said, "Because your wife taught us respect." He said, "She taught us kindness." My heart became full of joy. I realized the village had truly changed. The orphan girl had planted love in people's hearts. She had planted peace in children's minds. She had planted hope in the lives of the poor. Another day, I saw a young orphan girl teaching children under a tree. She wrote letters on the ground. She spoke with patience. She encouraged every child. She smiled with confidence. The children laughed happily. The children learned quickly. The children respected one another. The children shared peacefully. The children dreamed boldly. I looked at the young teacher and smiled proudly. I remembered my wife's difficult past. I remembered her mockery she endured. I remembered her tears and struggles. And I saw how love had transformed pain into hope. Soon the entire village changed its thinking. People no longer saw orphans as weak. People no longer ignored the poor. People no longer respected only wealth. People now respected character and kindness. The elders blessed the orphan girl. The children admired her deeply. The women honored her wisdom. The men respected her strength. The poor called their hope. Years passed peacefully. The village continued to grow. Families became united. Neighbors became helpful. Children became disciplined. And every evening I stood beside my wife proudly. I looked at the peaceful village. I listened to the happy children. I watched the smiling families. I thanked God for her life. Then I would say softly, "She is not just my wife.
She is not just a queen. She is the heart of this village. She is the lesson we all needed. The greatest lesson of the orphan girl is simple. Never mock the weak. Never judge the poor. Never laugh at someone's pain. Never disrespect humble people. A poor person may become a great leader. A weak person may become strong. A forgotten child may inspire a village. A kind heart may change many lives, and love can transform the world. Now the village shines with peace. The children grow with wisdom. The people live with respect. The poor live with hope, and the orphan girl lives with honor forever.